Hey everybody, it's episode 62 of the Hangout with Penny Show. So thank you for hanging out with me. For some of you, it's Friday night. For some of you, it's Saturday mornings. For some of you, you're watching the recording. So thank you. I really appreciate this time that we've had together this whole year. And yeah, a year has gone by already. What have you done with your year? When we think back, and we start to keep track of what we've done a lot this year. Each and every one of us has done a lot. We've had some ups and we've had some downs, but all in all, we're here, so that's good. So welcome to the Hangout with Penny Show. Like I said in the beginning, this is episode 62. So for that, if this is your first time viewing, my name is Penny Peddie, and I live in Wasaga Beach, Ontario, Canada. I am a law of attraction trainer and coach, empowerment coach, and I do several things. But what I really love to do is I love to help people shift their language, shift their words to a more positive vibration. Because I teach about the law of attraction, it's all about vibration, and it starts with our words. They create our thoughts create our vibration. They create the vibration that we emit out, and that'll determine the results we get in any area of our lives. So before we get on with that, I have so many people to thank. So this is basically just a year-end show that I have so many people I want to thank, and I'll do a little bit of training. And but first of all, I want to introduce you to the wine of the week. Last week I had a New Zealand wine from my friend Cindy Pohl in New Zealand, and I have another one. This one is a Sauvignon Blanc. Kim Crawford, she makes good wine. So to everybody that's watching right now, thank you for joining me, and cheers. You see I have my Santa and my candles and my flowers. I don't know if you can see my flowers up there. There's my flowers. We're getting in the festivities. It's Christmas in my part of the world coming up next week. So this will be my last show of the whole year. And so I'm getting in the spirit. So cheers to all you that are watching. And I know my friend Tana Marshall, she's not watching right now because she's cheersing in Palm Springs, California. And I love her dearly. So cheers to you too, Tana. So cheers, everybody. Don Boehm, hi Penny, Merry Christmas. Thank you, Don, same to you. Troy Davidson, hi Penny, hanging out from close to Pittsburgh, hi Troy. And Deborah O'Rourke, she says, hello Penny, looking forward to the snow. Are we getting any, Deborah? And Romy Carlin, she says, hi Penny, let's roll and let it happen. Oh, I love that. And my good friend Tana said, I have to miss the show, but as always, I'll be with you in spirit, toasting you with Christmas cocktail in Palm Springs. Have a great show. Oh, she's such a dear friend. You got to check her out. She's got a Feel Good Friday message. So every Friday, she puts a YouTube video on, and her messages are powerful. And she teaches about the law of attraction and just about life. And she's a great teacher and trainer. Okay, so you know what else I like to do? What people are saying. We're going to do this for last week. Well, actually, I have a nice comment from episode 51. So those of you that have been watching the Hangout with Penny Show a habit, or marathon actually, because this Robin, she's gone back and started rewatching some of the episodes. So thank you. So if this is the first time watching, you got 61 other episodes that's got a lot of valuable information. So you might want to check some of them out. And so this one is episode 51, How to Heal from a Broken Past. And that was with a beautiful woman who was sharing her story, and her name's Jeannick Lemieux. And I just want to write that down. It's on my list. And so the message is, hi, Robin from Ottawa. So hi, Robin Ritchie. I know last week I got your name a little bit, but so Robin, Thanks for watching. She's from Ottawa. Hi, Robin from Ottawa, watching the recording. Wow, I could have listened to this wisdom all night. Penny, I think I can speak for all of us that understand and even welcome your longer shows. Oh yeah, that was an hour show, so thank you for that, Robin. And many of these important topics warrant more than 30 minutes. I certainly felt the love tonight, and I thank you both for doing what you do. You do make the world a better place. Hugs to both of you. I found Janique on Facebook and I'm following her now, so I see Bali was just as amazing as she knew it would be. So Janique, she also takes women on retreats, and they come back totally different people. I'm just going to try and fix my light a little bit. I don't know if that's better or anyway. Okay, so we're going to go on to last week's show, which was I think my lights need a holiday too. Episode 61, tips to cope with stress during the holiday season. Mary Frances, she's from the East Coast of Canada, and she said, it's just an interesting point of view. I like that. So that show was with Jackie McLean, and she had some great tips. And yeah, that's an interesting point of view. That was a great tip, she said. And Jim Rowan used to say, now, isn't that interesting? So every time something doesn't go as planned, you can use this, isn't that interesting? I like these approaches to life. That's good. Paola Locatelli, she's my friend in Italy. And Paola, I so wish I knew I was getting your name right, but we'll go with it right now. And it says, hi, Penny. I just saw episode 61, a very good program. I like the idea of whom does this belong to, and also interesting point of view. It just stops the mind in its track. Very good. I also like the opening questions. Thank you very much for this episode. And thanks to you too, Jackie. You have a good weekend. Blessings. Thanks, Paola. And I'm going to take care of one more comment from Nick Jackson. She's been a very loyal viewer, and she comments often, and she said, hi Penny, happy grandmahood. Very empowering questions on today's show. Who does this thought belong to, and what would it take to? Great reminders that the mind loves to answer questions. Thank you to you and Jackie. Yeah. So for you that may not know, I did become a grandma for the very first time last week to a beautiful baby girl. And she is the little princess. So I look forward to many, 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 many years of spending time with her. So, okay. In my introduction for the show, I asked a question about money. And how do we feel about money? How do we feel when our bills come in? How do you feel when we're getting close to the end of the month and we run out of money? Like, we can actually recreate our reality. And how are we going to do that? We get so caught up, and regardless of what it is, whether it's your relationships, whether it's your job. I chose money because this time of year, Christmas time, we can get a little bit overwhelmed with having to buy everything and get everything, and money can be tight in many situations. And so I chose to use money, but it can be any situation at all. We can recreate our reality. And how do we do that? We're going to do that. So our reality is here, what we see in front of us. So when that book or when that bill comes in, we're looking at that bill, and that's our reality right in front of us. That's a perception of what our reality is. Because what do you think about that bill when it comes in? Are we thinking, how am I ever going to pay it? I can't afford to pay the bills I have now. How am I going to pay this bill? These thoughts will create more of that resistance towards that bill. You know, many people don't know this, but when I moved down to Wasaga Beach from where I used to live to care for my mom, I went a whole year without an income. I went a whole year living on credit card. I had to live. And doing that, I was so grateful that people had trust in me, that I could use that credit to get me through until I got on my feet, until I started doing my work again, until I had to start totally over again. And so every time my bill comes in, it's like, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to live for the last year. Thank you. So I'm very appreciative, and we'll always find a way to pay our bills. We'll always find a way. What is your thought that happens from the time you receive that? Even when you just go to the mail, sometimes you don't even want to open it. Well, here's a tip. Just accept what is. Okay, here's one of my bills right here. So you get the bill, and like, yeah, okay. Here's my bill, $4,000. That's what it is. It's what I choose to think about it in the meantime. My thought from here to here. It's like, thank you. This is credit card. Thank you. I was able to do whatever I needed to do at the time. So you were here for me, and I'll pay you. And I always do. And we always will. When we project that we're going to be able to do it, we will always find a way. And another thing that I'd like to share my point of view on when we do a budget. To me, a budget seems limiting. It seems like we have to budget because we only have a certain amount of money. Maybe that's the reality that we are experiencing. So we're budgeting with that certain amount of money. I like to call it a prosperity plan. So I'm using my prosperity plan to, this money is going to go towards my credit card bills. This money is going to go towards my groceries. And this money is going to go towards, so you can plan it out, but sometimes the word budget seems limiting. And we live in an abundant universe. We are so abundant. We need to be mindful of how abundant we really are. So we can live in the abundance of lack, or we can live in the abundance of plenty. It's how we're going to project our thoughts towards what is. So just accept what is and change the way you're thinking about it. Be grateful that you had that opportunity to use that credit card, or that you live in this house, or that you have that car payment. So that's what I wanted to, because we can always change. We can always change our reality by changing our thinking. That's the first step. When we get caught up in the cycle of, I don't have enough money, I'm overwhelmed, we're going to create more. I attract to my life whatever I give my attention, energy, and focus to. So when we are focusing on the overwhelm, the not enough money, the, oh, I just lost my train of thought there. We're just going to create more of the same. So we can switch that, because once we start changing our words, because everything's vibration, right? So by looking at this bill and saying, oh, thank you for being there for me. Thank you for being there when I needed you. Because really, what would I have done if I didn't have you? So thank you. And you know what? I'll take care of you. And guess what? The universe will take care of me to take care of that. Always. Sometimes it's just a difficult situation when we see the reality. We can recreate the reality. And when we can begin to know that the universe, I like Ken Dixon, what he said, the universe is always here to support us. It's always here for our good. But it'll only answer to, it'll only give us the results to what we're asking. So we're asking for more lack by talking about lack, we're going to get it. So just switch our words. Plant seeds. So for 2016, plant the new seeds of, well, I actually wrote in one of my desire statements that, you know what? I love knowing that I have plenty of money to take care of all my needs, and I have some fun money at the end of the month or during the month or whatever. We have some money, because if you had every bill covered, would it really matter if the credit card wasn't paid in full? Does that really matter? If we knew that each month we had plenty of money to take care of our bills, to be able to have a lifestyle that we like, to be able to share with our, would it really matter if we didn't have a balance zero? But if that's what you want for years, I would write balance 0 when my statement would come in, balance 0, and I would get balance 0. Mind you, I'd build them up again. But I know balance 0 can be done by writing it on, putting yourself in that vibration. But I've also learned over the course of time, it's like, yeah, what's more important right now? Keeping my bills paid, having the lifestyle I like, and we get through it. So my point to that is, it's our thoughts in between looking at the reality and what we're thinking about it, because we can change it. We can recreate our reality. So let's do that for 2016. And you know what? January 8th. So right now I'm taking a break for the holidays, and I'm coming back January 8th. And those of you that remember Ken Dixon, he was on just 2 weeks ago. That was the extra long show. He and I are coming together on January 8th. And we're going to give you some rocking good ideas to help you kickstart 2016. So I just want to give you a heads up that, you know what, we can recreate our reality by our thoughts. Our words will create our thoughts will create a vibration, our vibration will create our results. How do you want your results for 2016? I want to go from ordinary to extraordinary, and that's what we're going to do. And we're going to do that together. So January 8th, find time to watch us live, comment, or watch the recording, because Ken Dixon, what a guy. Very, very intelligent. So that's basically all I wanted to say about that, is just accept what is, look at it what is, and just accept it. Be grateful for whatever it is. And sometimes during the holiday season, I know I was like this. I was always a person that would go overboard when it come to gift buying and giving. I always went overboard. And then I started to realize that it's not really about the gifts. It's far more to it than the gifts. So, you know, if you can't afford to buy a gift for somebody, do something nice for them. Do something nice for them. Anyway, now I'm going to start thanking people. Let me just come out here and see if there's anybody that I missed or in a comment. Oh, prosperity plan, love it. Hey, Butch. Joseph Walsmith, great. And he says, greetings from Columbus, Ohio, Penny. It was good to see you on earlier today on Michael's show. Congratulations on your new family member and your continuing success helping people become the best version of themselves. Mr. Butch, thanks, Mr. Butch. And there's Cindy Paul. She said, I'm watching live from Auckland, New Zealand. Looking forward to the show. Cindy Paul, I love that too, Butch. Prosperity plan. Budget is such a blah word. And January 8th is my 50th birthday. Oh my gosh, Cindy, congratulations. That's going to be great. So, oh yeah. Cindy, you know, if you can watch me, you can join me. I know that you have lots of powerful things that you're doing in your area of the world. So if you really want to come on and be a guest on my show and share what you, look at this. I got candles going in the back and I can see it. So I need to take a sip. So thank you for those wishes for my sweet granddaughter. I love it. So just trust the process. Trust the way things are unfolding. And just know that when we can change your thoughts, even slightly, just go to a better feeling, better feeling words. Just choose a better feeling word. And even if it's something like, I'll get through this. I'll find a way. I'll get through this. I'll get this paid. It'll be done. Everything will be fine. Instead of, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm never going to get this paid. You're going to get your wish. That's how the law works. It matches vibration. And many times, have you ever thought that something showed up in your life and you're like, where did that come from? Well, it happens all the time. All the time. So I really want to do some thanking of people. So this has been a great year, and I have had so much support. I have had so many people stick with me, and I just love being able to share what other people teach and learn, because we all are on this planet together, and what someone else can do to help another person that maybe I can't do, then I want to be able to have this platform to bring them on to do that for you. Because we all learn different, and we all get that aha moment at the exact right time. I could say something 50 times to you. I could have one person come on and say the same thing, but in a different way, and you'll go, oh, I get it. And that's why I like to have people on my show. And so thank you for keeping us here for all this time. So I just want to make a few mentions. I want to thank all the people in my Penny Peddie Law of Attraction Center. That's my community, so thank you for being in there. And Your Storybook Life program, so thank you. Ken Dixon, thank you very much. And Bettina Jensen, thank you. Romy Carlin, you have been a great supporter and a great contributor all year, so thank you. Janique Lemieux, I mentioned her earlier. Linda from A to Z Point, you have really helped me stay on track lots this year, so I totally appreciate you, and I wish you all the best for this year. And the wonderful people from the Clever Office in Collingwood, so thank you. Luelle and Falsing, thank you. Deborah O'Rourke, I appreciate you, and I thank you so much. And I really wish you would private message me, because I really want to have a reflexology treatment, and I'm neglecting to ask, like, to book it. So please message me, and we'll get that taken care of, because I really want it done. Okay, I'm going to leave that in your hands. And Peter Holm and Angela Morrison Holm. Now, thank you so much. I got a nice private message 2 weeks ago just thanking me for everything I'm doing, and they want to share. So they asked, how can they share my shows? And so I want to thank you for sharing my shows, and thank all of you that have been watching and that have been sharing my shows. So I really appreciate that. And Cherie Valentine, so thank you. She was on. Lucinda Naya, thank you. Cindy Brett, Carol Miller, CJ Gilbert, Jackie McLean, Angie Morales, thank you. Saheen Nanji, Kathy Caldwell, Maria Criticos, Deborah Crossman, Jamie Smith. He was so much fun. He's the one that did all the impersonations, if you remember that. Nick Pereira, Jeffrey X. Lane. We had some really good shows with Jeffrey. Well, heartfelt show, so I thank him a lot. Debbie Talbert, Tana Marshall. Oh, Tana Marshall, you have been so supportive. We have caregiver community together. However, at the end of the year, I am really we're going to close that community down. We're going to do something a little later on. 2016 is a good year to simplify and take what's working, keep it, and what's not, change it, and that's what we're going to do. So thank you, Tana, for that. Dana Smithers, thank you. Eileen Head, Cindy Paul, Max Ryan, Michael Logia, of course. I love him. And also my good friend, Judy Gary. Love her. All right, so let's see. Well, Penny, it would be an honor to be a guest. Oh, good. Thanks, Cindy. All right, we'll take care of that in the new year. So in the new year, I do want to focus more on having more people on, mind you, I love being on my own, but I really want to give the best I can for you that are watching. I want to keep it fresh, and I want to keep it new, and I want to keep it every week. You want to go, hey, what you going to talk about now? So I want to do that for you, and that would mean having special people as my guest co-host to share their knowledge with you. And so we're going to have more of that in 2016. I really have a plan to have some really fun, lots of fun. I want to do more fun. So I really appreciate all you. And in the course of writing out someone's name, please know that if you didn't hear your name, you're in my heart, and I truly, truly appreciate all of you. And I think I'm going to just wrap it up right now. So remember, I'll be back on January 8th with Ken Dixon. Oh, yes, it'll be a special edition. It'll definitely be 1 hour. This man is so full of fun and great information. And if you remember when you were watching the show, If you ask him what time it is, he'll show you his watch. The time is now. We only have now, right? But we can pre-send. I love this card. We can pre-send. The words we use are going to create those thoughts, are going to create that vibration that's going to be pre-sent right now to recreate our reality. I really hope to be doing a program about that. I've been working on a program, and I was trying to figure out, oh, what should I call it? I think I found the name. So every thought we think, we're pre-sending, and it's going to come back. So please remember that. Remember that. Is this going to help the situation? So anytime you're getting that credit card bill in, or anytime something's going on at work, or maybe your children or your spouse or some, think about what, it's not what happens to us, it's our reaction to what happened to us. So think about, is this going to serve me right now by complaining more about the struggle, about the overwhelm, about the debt, about the workload, about the unsupportiveness? Is that a word? Think about that. Is it going to help you? Or is it going to leave you in a lower vibration? And as soon as you think it, you can turn. And even if you say something like, I know this is going to get better. I know this is getting better. That alone is a higher vibration. So 2016, I applaud, because it's going to be a great year. So for those of you that celebrate Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. For those of you that, happy holidays, happy holidays. For those of you that don't celebrate at all, I wish you well. And gosh, I see so many people viewing still. It's like, I don't really want to leave you, but but I'm gonna say goodbye, and we will see you in 2016. Oh, one of the things I am going to do, I'm going to commit to right now, is my wine. I want to go down a pant size. So that means I'm going to just lay off the wine for a little while, because I really want to feel more comfortable in my clothes. And that is a for sure for my self-care and my commitment to myself for 2016. And so there you go. I'll keep you posted on that. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been episode 62 of the Hangout with Penny Show. Episode 63 will be January 8th, which is Cindy Paul's birthday, so we're going to celebrate. And we're going to be talking all about how to kickstart 2016. We're going to be having an extraordinary year. So remember, recreate your realities by recreating your thoughts that you're thinking, the words that you're using. Okay, everybody, thank you so much. We will see you next year. Bye, everybody.